Hola! How's it going, everybody? Everyone all good? Nice to see a nice, full, lively chat before we get started. Hope everyone's doing well. Emily, Nathan, thanks for joining us. James, I think you're in here as well. Good to see you. Graham, possibly. Hope you're all doing well. And much appreciated for rocking up to another Juan Stone stream special. We've actually got quite a bit to touch on today. So yeah, it's actually been a while. Oh, and also, I was going to say konnichiwa to Nathan, but unfortunately, that's Japanese, I think, not Korean. I think you'd, yeah, probably be able to, single me out on that one. So, yeah, hope it was going good. And, no, I didn't actually know that Songkick was actually run by a small group of Englishmen, but, doesn't take many of us to put our minds together and come up with some amazing things. So, yeah, that nice bit of bowls of British steel. So, yeah, how's everyone doing? Hope all's going good. Just let us know if everything's coming good through well on the microphone. Everyone can hear what's going down. We still have the Instagram running on the side, so I will be obviously checking every so often to see if we have any potential stragglers, people who want to get involved, join in. But yes, how are we all doing? I hope everyone's doing good. So as I said, quite a few things to cover today. Where shall we start? How about we start with what I haven't done in quite a while now, for quite a few weeks. Our stream sponsor, once again, Radio City Beer Works, coming in with the... So sorry, I should have memorised this by now. It's the Wireless Pale Ale from Radio City Beer Works. These are definitely much more to my suiting than the last few beers. All Radio City Beer Works beers taste absolutely spectacular, but some are better for streams than others. And I think the ones that are probably more suited to streaming are when the percentage is 4% rather than 8 point something, and the cans are about half the size. This is definitely much more a bit of me before I start being able to completely lose track of whatever it is I'm talking about. So, nice one, James. Well played. So, Nathan, what is the dope person? So that is a good question. So this right here, I'm actually glad you asked. I don't think anyone's actually brought attention to it yet. It was actually a Christmas gift I got quite a few years ago. It was actually either from my brother James, who's in this chat, or my mum, one or two of them. But I thought it was lovely. I thought it was really nice. I've kept hold of it ever since. Haven't really used it for a long time. And then as of last year, I used it for my performance at Radio City Social. I also used it for my performance in Canterbury. And now it was going to be one of these items that I thought, I can bring this to every gig. Like, I can make it like a piece of, bit of memorability that always comes along to different shows or whatnot. But I think, to be fair, I think it's found its home here on the wall. So what you guys probably aren't privy to, I might be able to get a sneak peek in there, is if I just pull this aside, it's actually my whiteboards. So if I just move that so slightly, can you guys... I've got a lot of little random bits and pieces on here, but can you sort of get the idea of what's behind there? So this curtain actually goes up onto the ceiling, and I just bring it down for the podcasts, streams, and whenever I'm doing some filming for guitar playing and other bits like that. But most of the time it's actually up. It's where I keep a lot of my notes. So yeah, no, glad you asked that one, man. That's a nice little bit of memorabilia I've kept hold of for quite a few years now, and yeah, hopefully it continues to be a nice looking mainstay on the side of the wall and as a backdrop for all of the future streams coming up. So yeah, here's to Radio City Beer Works, Wireless Pale Ale. Absolutely spectacular. It's actually 3.4%, which is actually even better for what I need. Yeah, sorry, man. I forgot to mention. It's like a tapestry. It's like a sort of cloth wall-based tapestry thing. So I don't really know what the proper word. Maybe it is just tapestry. But yeah, no, it's lovely. It's really nice. And yeah, if you want a better look at that, just a big old fancy Alice in Wonderland tree. I don't know, but it looks cool. It looks fancy. So yeah, what has been going down? Well, it's been roasting. as we've been talking in the chat and as we usually discuss in Britain. We're always talking about weather. We always start with weather. And the weather is absolutely, depending on who you ask, horrendous or amazing. Probably much better for people who happen to spend a lot of time outdoors. As for me, I happen to spend a lot of time indoors, so found myself getting a little bit ratty and a little bit sick of the weather already. But, you know, as I say, and as we've been discussing, Nathan, it's, like in terms of when you get weather, it's nice to have a little bit of everything rather than just have the one thing all the time. So, Hente! Nice to see you, man. Nice to see. Right. So, fair shout, Hente. Good to see you all the same, mate. And, fair play on the graphics. So, I think that's a really good idea for next week's stream. The only reason I'm relegating... Well, it depends. I mean, we can see how it goes today because there's a few things that I want to go over, but I don't know how long it's actually going to take me to go over them. I've just seen in the Instagram chat as well. Dan, how's it going? All good? If you want, you can obviously keep watching through the Instagram, but you can also join us on stream if you've got Twitch or YouTube. So the YouTube, if you go to my link in bio, you should be able to find the YouTube link, and you'll be able to see everything that we're seeing on the screen here. So, if you fancy it, man, be good to see you there. Catch up in a sec. Just about to fucking promote the gig as well, man. So let's go. Let's get in. Just checking through the chat. Hey, Johnny, hope it's going good. No, that's all good, man. No worries. Really appreciate you rocking up, man, to show the support. That's the main thing that matters, man. Really, really appreciate that, Johnny. Very much love. And, that's all good. Send my love to the family, man. It's very much appreciated all the same. So, sorry, Hente, we'll get back to what you were saying. Basically, I think that's a fucking great topic to go over, just in terms of, like, generating images. We might be able to have some time for it today, but if I was going to show, I'd probably want to do it properly. I wouldn't want to try and rush it. So we'll see. We'll see about today. But if not, I definitely think that's a fucking great shout for the next stream for sure. So, right, what have we got then? So we have got a nice bit of plug in here. What is this? You've probably seen it before, but even still, ta-da! It is the official Juanstone shirts and merchandise, which... Yeah, I've been teasing for ages. Yeah, we've got some of the merch in right now, but I haven't done anything in terms of actually putting it out there to sell just yet. I am planning a post for Monday. As you can see, this is for Sea Beams, the latest single. So you guys are more than welcome to get in touch with regards to ordering one of those. We'll at the moment it's all sort of going off my own back until I get some sort of like shop set up, so please be patient. But if you're interested, give us a shout. Let us know what shirt size, what design you'd be interested in. I'll be sending out graphics very soon. Probably be looking to do that Friday. So if you guys keep your eyes peeled, you want a Juanstone t-shirt, get involved, because the demand on these already has been off the chain. So really, really chuffed that you guys are into them, and want to support the cause. Yes, we also have a few gigs to promote. So as mentioned in the Instagram chat, I'm going to be supporting the Mighty March Fleet, Rebel Party, and Tom Pepelo. I hope I said that right. Please forgive me if I have, or if I haven't. But basically, we're going to be playing on Friday, September 20th at Hotbox. Really, really chuffed to be playing Hotbox. Literally, been one of the best venues, if not the best venue that Chelmsford's ever had. No shade or disrespect towards Army and Navy. I never went, so, I can't really have a solid opinion on that one way or the other. But, yes, looking forward to that one. One of the things that we're going to be covering in quite a few of the streams coming up is the fact that I actually went to go and check on my live set recently, because it's been a while since I've opened that file, and I realised that actually my live set is I moved it into another hard drive. So There might be some corrupted files to work through. There might be some bits and pieces I need to iron out, but I'm happy to do some of that work on stream and show you guys a peek behind the curtain as to what we do to get a live set going. So just checking the Instagram chat. How's it going, guys? All good? Rich, Connor, good to see you guys. If you fancy joining the stream, we are on YouTube and Twitch. Connor, I know you got the details. But Rich, if you wanted to get involved, if you just go to the link in bio, or go to my link in bio, there's a YouTube link on the top. I'm actually just about to start talking about our set tomorrow, man, Underground Resistors. So, yeah, if you get over there quick, you'll probably get in time to get a bit of a sneak peek on that one, man. It'd be good to see you there, dude. But, yeah, I'm just going to get back to the chat. But, yeah, have a good one, guys. Look forward to seeing you there. So, we are firing on all cylinders today, guys. This is probably the busiest opening I've had to a stream in quite a long time. So, yeah, really appreciate that all. The other gig that I've got coming up is tomorrow. So, tomorrow I'm going to be playing as part of it's an event called the Underground Resistors that's run by Chelmsford's local electronic I'd just say like music producer community, really. Resonance is an evening where once every 2 months Resonance gets the Hotbox venue, gets the use of their quality sound system, and allows music producers from all the Chelmsford and the surrounding areas to come in and hear their music on the big speakers. It's an incredible opportunity to hear your music in a way that, is not really possible or available to most people. And more importantly, that's the draw pretty much. But what keeps you there is the community and the the work that you're able to discuss and get done with like-minded musicians and other producers in Chelmsford. So the amount of opportunities that have come out from just being a part of this crew, and including tomorrow, where we will be playing a live improvised set. So usually when I'm playing live, it involves having my set rehearsed, practiced, ready to go, with some capacity to be able to improvise in place or whatnot. But in terms of an actual full out, I'll call it a jam. I'm sure that Resonance is gonna have my ass for this one, because it's not a jam, it's not this and the other. I'm like, okay, well, it might not be, but I'm like, everyone else is bringing synthesizers. All the big boys are bringing in the stuff that actually makes real good quality sounds. And I'm rocking up with my guitar and an amplifier and a few pedals. So not to belittle my input in this or whatsoever, but hopefully if I can just help embellish and accompany the real stars of the show, then that's a hell of an evening for me, and hopefully much more meaningful evening for you guys. So indeed, a jam. It's a rock jam. Or it's probably not rock, but even still. So tomorrow, really excited about that one. As I say, I haven't actually done anything live, or at least improv related, for a substantial amount of years. So Rich, good to see you, man. And no, that's a lie. No, well, it might be because you can't play an instrument, but to be fair, I'm sure you can play music. So it's all well and good, man. It's all in the all under the same moniker. So we're all there to fight the good fight. Mate, I could show you a few things tomorrow, man. Could easily get you started on playing guitar. Won't take you long either. So yeah, more than happy to share a few pointers on that one. Just seeing Nathan as well. Is it broadcast online? That is a good question. Rich, you might be able to help us out with this one, because I'm sure there's a Resonance Facebook group, there's a Resonance Patreon, there's a few Resonance community pages that are available, and I'm sure there is going to be a capacity. So the sets are always filmed. They're definitely always filmed. They're always recorded. In fact, one of the files that we got here is actually what we're going to be jamming to in a little bit. So we're going to be getting a sneak preview, possibly of what like what we might be hearing tomorrow. Although like the musicians that are on this particular recording, this particular session from the 13th of June, tomorrow it's going to be me, Rich, and Daryl Dazza. So yeah, we're going to be bringing to the table. That's fine, man. Yeah. So just to answer that question, Nathan, in case you're obviously seeing the chat, I don't know if it's going to be necessarily recorded live or stream live, but it will be recorded, so you'll be able to catch it, man. So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that'll be a good one. So looking forward to that one tomorrow. I have actually got quite an exciting little announcement that's probably means a little bit more to me than it does anybody else. But I've got a new pedal to play with tomorrow as well. This is the tar pedal, as you can see. But no, it's actually called the rat pedal. It's a distortion. I actually ordered one of these about 5-6 months ago. And it never came through. I thought I paid for it. And then I've checked my finances and realised that I'd actually been given the money back because the supplier said that they couldn't get one out to me, at all. I think they were saying, we're going to try and get out to you this day. They fannied about with the dates. So I actually ended up borrowing a pedal from Rich. Not Rich in chat, but Rich from Resonance as well. Who was able to... Hellfeeder, that's one. So he actually lent me this bad boy, which is a Boss Mega Distortion, which was absolutely on point the few gigs that I actually needed it for. Hell of a distortion. It is a bit too wild for what I need it for, but obviously I'd much rather have more options than less. So in terms of borrowing a pedal, Rich Hindle was actually a really, really, really big help on that one, and such a gentleman for basically being fine with me borrowing this for as long as was needed. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to return this to him tomorrow. But I just want to say, whether you get to see this or not, thank you very much, Rich, for lending this to us. It was very much needed at the time, and hopefully you guys enjoy. What sounds get made with the rat tomorrow. So like I said, that's more of a little aside on my one. Nice little bit of kit that I just want to sort of fawn over. I have done a bit of practicing so far for the gig tomorrow. I think what we'll do is we'll spend about 10 minutes or so just going over some of the sections in here. As I say, it's not going to be a one-to-one. Obviously, Rich, you're in here, man. So we're going to be going by you and Daryl's direction, I think, most of the time. I'm happy to just sort of jam along and follow the lead, but happy to take the lead on a few instances as well. Let's just see if you guys can hear this. Is that coming through all right? Is that coming through a bit distorted? Because I know that there's a lot of processing power being taken up by this at the moment. I think that might be a bit loud. Can you guys just give me some feedback on that? Yeah, mate, that's the thing. People make the mistake of thinking I have direction a lot of the time. So yeah, we're definitely no strangers to that one, man. That is a little bit... I think that will do for the minute. I think I'll bring this down. So yeah, let's have a little listen. So as I say, this is from the last Underground Resistors. This would have been on the 13th of June. And as I've been describing, there's obviously completely different musicians, but I think the vibe is still very much the same thing. So I believe this would have been Chris Atoms, Broken Atoms, or Chris from Broken Atoms, Andrew, and Nick Smith, I think, and possibly Rich Hindle. I'm not sure. I don't want to try and butcher it too much, but yeah, cheers for that, James, as well, for the heads up. Let's just give it a quick whirl, see what sort of stuff we can come up with. The sort of stuff that I'm going to be playing now is probably the same stuff that I'm going to be playing tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of bum notes. I'm not the best at improvising, but hopefully you guys aren't too picky about that either. But please, by all means, leave any sort of criticisms or feedback. Happy to hear all of it, and we'll take it from there. Let's see how it goes. Oh, no, that's actually the other track that we're going to get into in a little bit, so... So it'd be Chris playing, but the guitar playing is like just live at the moment, man. So I'm not playing on this actual recording. This would just be Chris, and like I said, I believe it was Nick Smith and Andrew and possibly Rich, but I think it was someone else, so I'm not too sure. Gonna pick out another section, but yeah, so far so good. So far it's a case of just finding where the downbeat is. I think if there's like any particular sections like this, there's a phrase I've actually used a few times today. It was from someone talking about Miles Davis. They said Miles Davis was able to play silence better than most people played music. And I thought, that's a hell of a quote. That's incredible. So, like, that's always stuck with me as well. And I think with regards to jams like this, there's just moments of knowing when to play, when to sit out, just knowing, like, rather than trying to fill in every space possible, to just sort of feel it and just know when's the right time for, like, you know, a guitar accompaniment to come in. There's obviously a range of different options to explore as well. I've got distortion, I've got like mass amounts of reverb. I think the only thing I'm a bit touchy on at the moment is, you guys can probably see up here, this 56, 55 number. I think the heat in here today is roasting, and I think my laptop is suffering a little bit for it as well, if that means anything. So I don't want to push the effects too hard. I don't want to be a little, like, too harsh on this system at the moment. So yeah, I'm just going to stick with this general setting. We're just going to see what sort of stuff we can come up with. Just move along, see what other bits we got. Can you guys just give some feedback on the sound as well? Because I'm getting a lot of clipping in my headphones, but just want to make sure that's not the same for you guys. Just skipping it, just trying to find some bits that probably have a little bit more to jam over. Okay, just going to look at a few more sections. See, this is, I think, a little bit more bit of 4 to the floor, it's a lot easier to follow with. So I think Rich, we might be in good hands on this one with yourself and Daryl. Again, no shade towards what we're listening to here. I think, like, obviously that I love trying to find what I can fit in to any of them, but obviously I think for an improvised jam, just to know where the downbeat is going to be huge. It's going to be massive. Nice one, man. Looking forward to it. Let's see if we can get some fucking distortion on. Hopefully this sounds alright. Yeah, a little bit too cheese balls, but still some ideas. There's a lot to play with on that one, man, for sure. We'll have another look at this section. Yeah, those beats are a bit too complex. This is the tricky part here. Trying to nail that pattern, I'm like, fuck me, what's going on there? So I think, yeah, I think that'll do it for the time being. So we've had a little bit of a look through the Underground Resistors. I'm looking forward to that one tomorrow. Really, really excited. It was, there's quite a lot in there. Bit hard for me to pierce through the veil on those particular instances, but obviously they're not making the music on that night with guitars in mind or other instrumentation in mind. So, like, you know, this is something that like we'll be having a bit more of an in-depth look at tomorrow with regards to how we get that done. But I'm just excited by the prospect. So Rich, hopefully you heard some good things in there as well, man. Hopefully there's a lot to look forward to in that capacity. But yeah, I reckon if you guys are in the Chelmsford area, you fancy a night out, free entry as well. So, you know, just throwing that out there. But it is a Voodoo Bar from 8 o'clock, and yeah, we're just gonna plug in, play away, and see what sort of magic comes from that. If you can't make it, obviously there'll be a recording available. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Moving on. So I reckon we're gonna have a look at this. I think that will probably do us for the day, to be fair. Hente, if you're still about, I do really like that idea of the exploring the artwork. I think we'll have a look at that properly in the next session. I think in the next session, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the live set ready for Hotbox in September. And then we're going to, yeah, we'll have a look at some of the artwork for the next single as well, which I think I've already got laid down, but I wouldn't mind seeing a few other suggestions on there. So keep your eyes peeled. Won't be next Wednesday, it'll be the Wednesday after. We'll go over some Mid-Journey. We'll play around with that. That will definitely... My CPU will be so grateful for the break. So I know that's know that one for a fact. So yeah, let's finish off for today then. It's been a bit of a nice short and sweet one. Like I say, I need a bit of time just to get prepared for tomorrow still. But let's have a quick look at what we got here. So this is where I'm at with the latest single. The latest single is called Eudaimonia. Some of you in this chat right now would have been around for when we actually came up with the song on stream. I can't actually remember when that was. Joe, how's it going, man? All good? Good to see you, dude. The stream is happening on Twitch or YouTube, so if you fancy it, got a bit of time, want to rock in, just go to the link in bio and yeah, jump on whichever one suits you best, man. But no worries if not, man. We'll catch up properly soon. But catch up in a bit. Yep. Nice one, man. Yep. Nice one, Nathan, for getting up on Songkick as well. Just checking, is that the gig that you were saying about? Or was that the single? Sorry, man, I completely lost track of where we just were. We were talking about Eudaimonia. So the new single. And I think that's what you were saying. The live stream from that episode is up on Songkick as well. So just a quick shout out, by the way. Massive shout outs to Nathan, who is in the chat. He's done us an absolute solid the last few weeks. Pretty much just getting... I wasn't aware of a website called Songkick until very recently. But it looks like a very good way of being able to collate so many bits of information, including songs, videos, concerts, and everything, all in one place. And Nathan, absolute star, man, from sunny state, California. It doesn't sound too sunny where you're at the minute, but I'll still call it the sunny state. It's just been so kind enough as to just put everything related to Juan Stone on there. So massive thanks to Nathan, man. Big ups to yourself, mate. Like, that's a huge undertaking. And just really appreciate it, man. Like, this all the support that like you in particular have shown the last few weeks, man. It's like absolutely incredible. So yeah, just hope you're enjoying all of it as well, man. That's the main thing. So yeah, no worries. Okay. Yeah, sorry, just checking the other chat. So yeah, basically where are we at now? So let's have a quick run through of Eudaimonia, as named by Johnny, who was in our chat earlier, sent his best, but unfortunately not able to make it with us today. But I'm sure there'll be time and opportunities for that to present itself sometime soon. So yeah, I'll let it play without further ado. I'll just sort of explain whilst the track's going some of the different bits that I've made to it, and where I think what things I'm wanting to change. So yeah, let's have a little listen. So yeah, with the intro, I'll turn that off real quick. So the intro so far, I think it's just a bit bland. I want to do something a little bit different than just a solid kick and the bass coming in. There's something I just want to think of something a little bit more exciting on that one. So hopefully we'll get there. I think this plays out pretty much exactly as we heard it on the stream originally. Really excited about this single. This single for the Hotbox gig is going to be the first song. It's literally what I'm going to use to start off the whole thing. So usually I've done these like sort of mincy intros where it's like, oh, it's just building up to something. Like have a string section or a piano section playing. I ain't bothering any of that. We're just going straight in. That kick is going, and once that kick starts, it's not going to stop. That kick's going to go throughout the whole set. This live show coming up is a party. It's a celebration. I don't want any sort of like little bits in between that's just going to disrupt the flow. We're having a night of fun, and we're going to keep it at that. So, Voodoo Bar, how's it going? All good? Although I think now you've disappeared, so that's a shame. I'll be seeing you tomorrow though. Ooh, mince. So I like there's a lot of percussion going on this one, like a lot more percussion than I usually do. Just needs a bit more variation, I think. It's just a little bit too repetitive at the moment. But there's a section coming up that I added in here, like a little bit of refrain. So usually it would just go straight into the B section. But I've left a nice little gap in between it all just to build some space, some tension right here. Just let that sit. And of course I'm actually just seeing in the camera now these spectacular visuals behind me as provided as usual by our main man over in Argentina, Patchon in Motion. Let's big ups for Patchon, man. And these lead lines as well are new. So they're playing exactly the melodies that I want them to play, but I think I just need to play with the filter in a bit. Just need to... The only problem with everything else going on at the moment is it buries the string section, which I think was the most powerful part of this middle section beforehand, so I've just got to play around with that a bit as well. Just needed something else happening here as well, just to build back into the main melody. maybe come up with some little guitar arrangements in here. I'm not really too sure. I don't think I'll keep any guitar in the actual track itself, but I think for the live show, for sure, I think there's going to be some involvement there. And again, a lot of this very similar to how we put it together on stream. Why fix what ain't broken? Really happy with this. Cheers, Joe. Good to see you, man. And the new section coming in, new lead line. I can't lie, I'm absolutely in love with that little lead line added on the end. I want to extend that for the live version. Maybe keep it trim for the studio one, but expand it out. But really appreciate that, Joe. Really really love the fact that you're into this one, man. I was saying to the other guys in the stream, this is the song that I want to kick it all off with. The gig in September, I want to start with this track. And then from this into Erebus. So like, that's what I mean with this live set in particular. The problem, just being honest about the last few performances, I think the issue with them is that like there was a lot of stopping and starting. There was like, you know, this track, say this track would be playing and then suddenly like the beat drops and the sort of vibes, the rhythm is just sort of gone. You have to build it all the way back up again, and I'm just like, no, this time it's just going to go one into the next, into the next, into the next. Maybe say some little bits in between, keep people engaged. We'll see how it's going, but I'm really excited. Like, you know, I'm really excited about tomorrow's gig at Voodoo Chelmsford, the Underground Resistors, as well as this gig coming up with March Fleet, Rebel Party, and Tom. I think it's going to be absolutely fucking spectacular. So on that note, as I say, like, we are sort of cutting it a bit short today, but like there's not really too much else to catch up on, but really appreciate all you guys rocking up all the same. You guys literally make this what it is, you know, on and off stream. Like, it's been a bit of a wild one this past month, but I've tried to get things going again this week with regards to keeping people posted on what's been happening this end and what to expect in the next few months. So hopefully, yeah, we stay on course and I'm able to keep delivering some quality content and tunes to you guys. So yeah, much appreciated on all the support. I'm going to shoot, possibly have a shower, because this humid, sweaty mess is just too much to handle, and I'm sure most of you sitting here in the UK now can probably agree. But yeah, thank you very much all for rocking up. Really appreciate it all the same. Hope you had a good time today. If you're about tomorrow, Voodoo Chelmsford, Underground Resistors. If you're about in September, Friday 20th, Hotbox. Should be good. And we'll be back in a couple of weeks' time to go over some album art and some mid-journey stuff. So that sounds good to you. We will touch base again very soon. All the best. Take it easy. Nice one, dude. Cheers, Joe. We'll catch up soon. Everyone else, mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you very much.